Don't you say a little bit peculiar here. We're in the fucking Underdark A. We're in the Earth's Wound B. We entered this hellhole C.
Massive crackling lightning bolts D.
Staff of overwhelming power E.
Mm-hmm.
Staff of Alauneari.
Now there's a name.
It is known.
That's right, Abyssarius, Alauneari. The A there, you know.
Yeah, there you go. All right, so
Like it was meant to be.
before you see a circular ledge that rises out over a pit of boiling red mud. In the center of this ledge, you see a almost looks like a share, having been like shaped of the rock itself. Upon this chair sits a quite comfortable-looking pillow. The share is sort of overlooking sort of the boiling mud below, basically facing north.
Like a contemplation spot.
I was like thinking that out there you see a chest. Looking bountiful treasure.
A pillow hut. Is a pillow still look intact?
The pillow looks pristine from this distance. At
Boom
least.
detector.
You know, there is a lot of magic going around.
Shit.
I mean, he can detect how many.
Renee was about to ask her gecko to go get it, but she remembers that if the gecko dies, he's kind of stuck out here.
Yeah.
So she doesn't really want that.
Alright, well, Rilinid is intrigued with those little tiny baby steps, like...
Alauneari will take a look at whatever is in here.
Oh.
She should, you know...
Well.
Seems like there's a... Yeah, good. Good.
Let's go
It's a
ahead.
hydra.
We'll move Rilinid off the grid. You're just like the Pink Panther.
Creeps closer to the sheriff for certain.
He's like fantasizing like this ledge snapping off, him falling into the lava.
He's certainly out on the ledge now. And suddenly, he hears faint whisperings in a strange language.
Oh no.
Oh,
Don't
does
jump
he?
at the pool of
What
that.
language would that be?
Well, let's see. What language does Rilinid speak?
Elven, Undercommon, Dwarven, Known, Skisroll, Terran, Ignan, and Common.
Well, it is whispering in Ignan.
Fascinating.
Not often you get to practice that.
I know. And, you know, that was something I picked up along with... I think I picked up Ignan before the start of, like, Book 2 when we leveled up. Like, this might be useful in this land of fire. And Terran was like, we're in the ground. We might meet some Zorn or whatever the fuck. Yeah.
Yep. There seems to be, like, these whispering litanies of the supremacy of earth and fire conjoined and allied. It is basically whispering what Rilinid's mind, what seems like arcane secrets of the fabric of elemental power. It's actually quite intriguing.
Tristan looks very nervous and looks at Rain like, what should we do?
Rilinid, like, walks up to the chair, like, sits down in the chair.
Yep.
Go on.
Tristan asks Zakari to go to Rilinid.
Yeah, he sits there. Listen, this is actually pretty interesting. He feels like he is, while listening to this, he's like gaining new insights into the mysteries of the elemental powers. As he sits down and listens, suddenly the whispers sort of change form a bit, and suddenly they speak directly to him. And they say this.
Struggle and fight, seeking to chain me. When I am lost, you fight to regain me. I am your master, never yielding to your will. I am your slave, yours to waste and kill. Fucking riddles. Can I have
know the answer.
Can I have a moment, Jonas?
Yes, you can have a moment. I will quickly visit the bathroom.
Alright.
I'll get a glass of milk then.
I fucking hate riddles.
Do you need help?
No. It's all in Ignan and shit. I don't want help.
No, Alauneari can't hear anything. He just looks at Rilinid sitting in a comfortable chair.
Yeah. Fucking riddles.
Yeah, of course, with all of Rilinid's intelligence, he can easily work this out.
Oh, I enjoy that it's you who have to get this.
This fucking sucks, man. I fucking hate my life.
I love it, man. I don't speak Ignan.
Oh, shit.
I mean, give me 10 minutes and I can listen to it, but...
The Puka doesn't fucking give us riddles, but this goddamn...
Well, it's the earth and mud and... Well, I mean, really...
Actually,
it doesn't just stand up and just fuck this.
Yeah. Actually, if the fairy had given us riddles, I probably would have killed the son of a bitch myself.
Yeah. If I played like an elemental wizard...
Fucking Abracarius would be the role model, right?
Like, oh god, this is my new home. Goodbye, guys. I'm not coming with you.
Back.
There's pools, though. That's a little too disturbing for Alauneari. He doesn't like that.
Oh, really?
But it gets old fast. Sometimes just jumping down and getting boiled.
All right.
Jonas, Rilinid,
Yes?
after careful contemplation in the thinking chair, like Blue's Clues, will say, leaning forward, time. In
There is
Ignan.
in Ignan, good. There is a faint rumbling, and you see like the mud sort of forming, like emerging, like something as if something is emerging from the mud, raising up, sort of flanking the chair almost, on both sides, and the mud takes form, sort of glowing with powerful energy, as these two creatures peer in on Rilinid.
Chair feels less comfortable now.
The first one, looking at him and says,
You are not the same as the one before.
Alauneari is super jealous right now.
Rilinid will reply back in Ignan, I am the new master.
I seem to contemplate this.
We abide by the summoning rules. As long as you answer our riddles, we will provide knowledge. Answer wrongly, and you will be destroyed.
So
Sort of-
shall it be.
They nod then.
Good. We are at your disposal then, in concerns regarding the elemental powers. Know that we do not leave this place. Know that we do not fight for you. We are here as advisors.
Then Rilinid will say, advise me then on how to better harness this elemental control.
They seem to, bubble and ooze between themselves. And then one of them says,
That depends on your ultimate goal, new master. The former one destroyed himself in the process.
sort of motioning towards the south.
Rilinid will think and say that my goal thus far is uncertain until I understand the true overwhelming nature of what is here. I cannot make an intellectual choice. Thus is your capacity as advisors, is it not?
They seem to consider. And then it says,
The former master tried to open a rift in reality to harness his power and charged his artifact. He partially succeeded. The artifact holds power, but he failed in the ritual. He did not follow the proper procedures. Now it is unstable. Slowly but surely it is making this place akin to the plains where we come from. This we find pleasant.
The creature's like smiles. Maybe you're not sure.
Say that. I really would say, would this human, had he succeeded in his ritual, stabilize the rift and created a full bridge between here and your plane?
The former master was cunning. He had great plans, meticulously written down. In his different notes, he often sat here conversing with us.
They seem to consider.
To control the rift is a titanic feat. While the ritual failed, we are uncertain if the rift can properly be controlled anymore.
And then Rilinid will counter, but if the rift is not properly controlled, then the bridge, a permanent gate between this realm and yours, could not be formed. As such, then, I would be your best hope of seeing that done.
Perhaps. As it is now, it is changing your reality to be more like ours. In the long term, the effects will be cataclysmic.
But that would take centuries, perhaps?
The creature seemed to consider.
Unclear. It comes in ebbs and flows. It has accelerated in recent years.
Sort of motions around.
The elemental power of this cavern is immense, and it is constantly spreading. It might take 100 years. It might take 10 years. It depends on the rift. Were it to be widened, the transformation would be much more rapid.
And even for advisors as patient as yourselves, more desirable.
They nod.
We are bound to speak the truth by the rituals of the former master. We confess, then, that this would please us greatly.
I have access to the various notes of the former master, though I have not given my due diligence towards them. With those notes and with advice that could be spared by those who would see this rift widen, such a feat could be performed.
They seem to consider this and nod towards Rilinid.
That would please us.
Make an Arcana check, Rilinid.
All right. Let's see. Already used my my cool take 20, but I do still have my take 10 power, courtesy of being a lore master.
Yeah. Rilinid gets the feeling that he probably needs to look into the notes of
Okay.
Abrasius to further realize what actually would entail to do such a thing.
Okay.
Although he has a sneaking suspicion of opening the rift even more would be quite dangerous.
Yes. I really didn't understand that, but, these creatures, and apparently they're compelled to be honest, because people who lie have never, ever lied about them being completely honest or anything. And despite his immense sense of motive, it's not like he can tell what is an elemental's facial expression.
Yep.
In that case, should they so be offering as advisors, while Rilinid's sitting in the chair and hopefully doesn't have to tackle any more riddles right now, since he might have proven himself initially, any sort of information or insight that he can take with him into the notes.
Right. Yes. By sitting here and basically conversing or listening to these creatures and their chantings and like the whisperings of the inner mysteries of the elemental powers, Rilinid, if he spends at least an hour in the chair doing this, can for the next day have a +4 bonus on any Arcana check that he does, sort of courtesy of their council. Yeah.
All right, that can be done later then, since I don't feel like spending an hour in a place where we might still be attacked, group.
Yep.
There still has no idea what you're talking about.
That's fine. Okay, so, the current master of the chair shall dismiss these current summons to continue their musings while he goes about the process of preparing this site and readying the notes.
The beings descend back into the mud.
And Rilinid will rise from the chair. Little nervous, but that's okay. It's all hidden beneath the mask. And switch back to a language that's actually understandable, and he'll say, "The former wizard who dwelled here was quite a powerful being indeed. The two elementals who appeared had both been summoned by Abrasarius to provide greater insight and understanding into the elemental rift. The humans sought to establish a permanent gate between this realm and the elemental planes, thus supercharging his obsidian staff."
Okay, so this is the plane he would open up for is the plane of fire. Wouldn't it?
Rilinid shrugs like, "I'm not too sure, but I think it might just be more than the plane of fire. They're not pure fire elementals."
Does Tristan know what plane they come from?
I mean, you can make a knowledge check planes.
Alauneari will add that it seemed like lightning was coming from the rift. As far as she knows, that does not belong to the plane of fire.
And considering the pools of water.
Yes. To Trislan's mind, the elementals that popped up were a conjunction between fire and earth.
Fire and earth.
Yep.
Okay, what is that plane like? I expect
it's
very...
not really a plane as such. It's more when the elemental planes sometimes interject. It is quite rare. Normally the elementals are quite hostile towards each other, but when the energies commingle, they can sometimes fuse into new beings, basically.
Okay.
Retaining a lot of the powers from actually both of the planes, not just one of them.
Okay. Tristan will look at Rilinid. They came from the plane of earth and fire. Quite rare.
Rilinid nods slowly, and considering the lightning and the water we've seen around here, I imagine this is what drove the elementalist to spend the rest of his life here. The rift might be an intersection of all of the elemental planes. Something so magnificent and unique, if a descriptor could be applied to that it would do well to charge his item.
But what I've learned so far, it's not a good thing to get our world and the plane mixed up.
Rilinid nods. Indeed not. The summons cannot lie, and I saw no deceit. They would be greatly interested in seeing a permanent rift opened, and I imagine the tremblings and the earthquakes would only worsen.
So
should the
we have
rift be widened.
So we should stop it?
Alauneari frowns as we should tame it.
I would like to see you tame the plane of earth and fire, sister.
grins.
What do you know of the plane of earth and fire?
I know some, even if there's always more to know. The planes are one of my expertises.
Rilinid gives a solemn grumble from beneath his mask and says, "Those decisions should be made with more information. For now, we should check to see that finding such information won't result in an attack from any other of the former masters, minions, or creations, or allies."
I have a feeling that the pools have something to do with this wizard. I think he might have maybe been the one starting it. The plane should not be not put together with our place or our plane, if you like.
And yet it happens sometimes. He certainly must have had something to do with all this, crafting these elemental summons and such. However, I do not think that this is entirely unnatural. He came down here, for a reason.
A natural weakness in the fabric of our plane, through which he could exploit it.
He looks at the pools. I don't think he neither crafted these. They may even have come after he began using the place as a side effect of the increased elemental activity.
Regardless, we can contemplate this better another time after review.
There was a ledge with sounds coming from it to the south. That is probably the last threatening area in the immediate vicinity.
Indeed.
So better to fight on our own terms.
Also, welcome, Sheep.
Hey.
Hey, sheep.
To give you a short recap, we went on with the puka. We talked a little about what was in the jungle and what the blue ghost was. Apparently the blue ghost of the forest does make footprints, which suggests that it's not actually a true ghost. We then decided that we would rather go to the elementalists' sort of lair or fortress or whatever. And we have now arrived and have been investigating. We have found some pools that try to lure you to go into them and be boiled alive. We have found a big pool of sort of boiling mud with a sort of a discreetly hidden anti-flight trap.
Yep, that was the entrance to this place, and we all navigated it.
We have found a half-finished ritual with an open elemental rift shooting lightning and flames everywhere. It is currently slowly widening and will at some point consume the entirety of the Asathir, at least.
It was the house of the elementalist. He was found dead, clutching an overwhelmingly powerful shard of perfect obsidian.
Which Alauneari promptly claimed.
Along with some other notes that we haven't taken the time to study, a few other magic knickknacks.
Now the last thing that we have left to discover is up on this ledge. Something up there was making weird noises, and we decided to wait with exploring it until last. Also, this pool, I don't know if you heard what was going on there.
Yep. There were two magma elementals. They were speaking ignorant and shit. They asked me a riddle. I hate riddles. They're gonna give me magic knowledge and shit. It's cool.
I see. So they're like advisor elementals or something.
Yes.
They want the opposite of what we want. So.
Okay, sure.
Who knows? Maybe we want the same thing.
Yeah. We will rule an elemental plane of flame. Yeah. That's what they get, the stupid Zan.
To the brass city, quickly.
Talk to somebody free.
Alright. See ya.
Oh, the Freedy.
Mm-hmm.
Baby Afridi. Genie baby.
Yes, yes.
We come here on a very special mission.
To adopt.
Yep. What?
A noble baby, please.
Get out.
I'll pay you.
I have this pook on a stick.
It's very rare.
Where is Puka?
You don't know?
Mm-hmm. I mean, does it really matter? He's about here somewhere, looking for the larder, I'm sure. sort of move close. What exactly does this sound? What noises are coming from up there?
Scraping sounds.
Scraping sounds. Huh?
Yep. And sounds that sounds like piles of glass, like being shuffled.
That's
Actually,
not-
burned my hand while grilling, and now I'm having trouble clicking my token.
Oh.
There we go.
I'd say, Rilinid will suggest perhaps another elemental of some kind, which grinds together, making those sounds. It actually looks back to Trislan for that.
Oh, you want Sakari to go up there?
I was
Yeah.
actually checking to see whether you personally knew of any such things that would make those sounds.
Can't you make a check?
Yeah, but you can make a plane check.
Oh, Sakari, help.
Well, here, we'll do that.
Help! Yeah, no, you
That's a
no.
crappy roll.
I mean, I can roll it because I can roll any knowledge,
Nope.
but even then it's like, nah.
You know, I thought I would try. I got 21, so I beat.
You can't really. You can't really.
Not a whole lot to go on.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
She says sorry, no.
Rilinid shrugs. Oh well.
Yes, a 30-foot ledge. No obvious handholds or anything. Not any human-made, so to speak. There are like handholds, like natural ones that you can sort of use to climb up.
It would be for the best if Sakari got the first look before grappling hooks were launched.
Tristan nods and looks at Sakari. Can you be my eyes and fly up there?
Akari flies up there.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Yep.
Zakari, away!
Away! Sakari reports that there seems to be a quite large ledge up here. Seems to be flecks of crystals in the walls, shining purple to him. And the sounds are coming from numerous smaller tunnels leading from this plateau to the west and two to the south.
Purple. Amethyst?
Perhaps, yes.
Well, Tristan says the sound comes from whatever you said, and there are purple crystals.
In that case, fucking, like, you know that whole moment with, like, Alauneari, like, flashing, like, dollar signs in her eyes?
Well, there he looks and says, if climbing would be a problem, if we suspect attackers, I could prepare for using, for shaping a crude stairway up there.
Really, that would be better than launching grappling hooks. It would be an easier traversing.
Nods and she will, for her last third level spell as stone shape, taking the 10 minutes to do so.
Alright.
10 minutes of stretching, preparation, thinking about magic shit. Yeah!
All the money that's up there.
Oh,
We gotta
yeah,
sell
buddy.
this rift to the planet merchant.
I don't know about that. I
I
don't
have a
think
rift in reality. What would you pay? Well, no, that is quite a currency.
Bring it to my tower and we will talk about that.
Give you 20 gold pieces. Oh.
We'll take it.
He like looks at the staff and like offers us this like, you know, overwhelming fortune. It's like, this seems very suspicious.
Just hand me that.
I will give you what you deserve.
Do not tell the Zan God that you have this. I think I will hold on to it.
On second thought, maybe I won't. So just like slowly retract it back towards yourself.
It is my birth. Like does like the Bilbo when he sees the rain face.
Oh yeah. You should definitely bring the staff to the planar merchant.
Oh, I'm sorry. I lost my temper there. Very
Oh,
much.
there we go. Like, oh, this old thing. Yeah.
Would you like to stay for dinner?
Well,
I
yeah.
insist.
She will
Alright, yeah.
take the time to prepare her stone shape.
It is prepared.
Good. She will walk over and expend stone shape to make a crude sort of stair, so people don't have to climb.
Alright. Stair is formed.
We can just sort of make a little black thing here so we know where it is. Something like this if it's possible.
Sure. That's fine.
Sure. Then she'll step back and she'll nap out Blizzard. Blizzard can stay down here.
Rain is taking charge.
Yeah, that's really to run up there for the amethyst.
We can go up there together. I'm not,
Yeah.
I'm not stupidly greedy here. That's not my weakness.
I would lick them. And
Now, if they had, like, comfortable contemplative chairs near magic shit, that's something else entirely.
Yeah, walk out on that ledge and
Up we go.
And into the fucking riddle.
Yeah.